can't stop looking. There was something about this hotel room that was just creepy. The walls were a sickly shade of yellow and the curtains were an even more sickly shade of green. It simply said, "Do not go in room 207. I didn't think much of it at the time. Maybe it was the flickering overhead light or the fact that the door kept creaking on its own. But I started to get really freaked out. Then I heard a noise in the closet. I stopped what I was doing and listened intently. There it was again, a knock. I told myself it was probably just the pipes or the wind, but I couldn't help but feel a sense of dread. I froze and stared at the door as it slowly opened. There in the doorway stood a figure I couldn't make out in the dim light. As it stepped into the room, I could see its face. It was pale and gaunt with sunken eyes. The stranger took a step closer and I could see that it was wearing the same white shirt as the one I had found in my bag. It reached out a hand and beckoned for me to follow. I couldn't move. I was paralyzed with fear. All I could do was watch as the figure approached me, and the room seemed to grow darker and darker. Then everything went black, but as soon as I got to my room, I realized that the number was significant. My room was 207, but it was the only room available, and I was exhausted from my travels, so I booked it without hesitation. I should have listened to my gut and left when I had the chance. Now I was stuck in this creepy room with a mysterious shirt and a mounting sense of fear. As I was checking in, I noticed a small, unassuming note in the corner of the desk. My gut was telling me to leave right then and there, but I decided to stay. As I cautiously approached the closet, the knocking stopped. I threw open the doors to reveal a dark, mussy space with nothing but a few old hangers. Relieved that it was just a false alarm, I went back to unpacking when I noticed something strange. One of the dress shirts I had just pulled out of my bag was not mine. It was an old, slightly transparent white shirt that looked like it had been here for a while. I tried to shake off the unsettling feeling that had been following me around all day, but it was no use. I couldn't stop thinking about the note and the strange shirt. Just then, the doorknob started to turn.